What's up, guys? Brian back from the PT channel here to talk about The Walking Dead and did Carl get picked by Negan. Spoilers ahead. Comic book spoilers. We're going to talk about some theories that show, negate, and really everything, possibilities of it. So like, share, subscribe, comment. What do you think? Do you think Carl could be picked? Who do you think was picked? And everything there. We got to wait till October, which sucks. But let's check and see if Carl could be the victim of Negan. Why? Why not? So basically, let's look at the episode a little bit. Let's see what the information we got from the episode. Now we see Carl all the way to the right. If you're looking at this picture right there, you see the red circle. He was positioned between Aaron and Eugene. His point of view would be lined up with the RV. If the RV was in the shot, you kind of see, picture it would be with the RV. Now that's just to be said because it was shot in 2 days if that RV was there. The bigger thing was this shadow. A lot of people think that this shadow proves that it was Carl. Does it, or is it just a coincidence? I think it's just a coincidence, just with the shadow and the lighting. You can see someone had to put extra bright light on it. It wasn't really shown as evidence. But Carl does love that hat, He's always wearing that thing, so he was wearing it in the episode, of course. But we'll see. That's not really going to show enough from there, too. Also, in the comic, Negan has a rule against killing women and children. Now, at the Hilltop, he killed a 16-year-old kid. Carl's about 16. Is Carl considered a child? I don't know. But basically, Carl was not in the van, so the point of view could not be Carl's. That negates him. This guy, people aren't talking about this, but Carl and the Savior had a problem with each other. So there's kind of a little of a connection there. So going forward, I'm sure Carl has to deal with this guy again in some form or fashion, whether it be with the Saviors at their camp, whatever, in a battle, whatever. But the characters are connected. I could see Carl killing this guy, whatever, going forward on there. So he's got to live. Carl was shown 2 times during the eeny, meeny, miny, mo thing. If that means anything, I don't really know. I'm not really dissecting the order because it's all over the place. Anybody moves, anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father. That line shows that it's not Carl or Rick. It can't be them because why would you say that? It's a line from the comics. They stick to the comics. I doubt it's going to be changed for that. So, other theories. There's no hair in his face. I doubt The Walking Dead does that. No RV in the back, if that matters, if that's there. Camera is low, but could be Carl. That's like that. Is this Carl's point of view? What is the restricted, he has a restricted point of view. He has one eye, so he'd only be seeing there, right? People were expecting to see hair on the camera, so why not half of the angle? That's ridiculous. That's not what they're going to do. Just having a little fun with that. Let's relax and dissecting it. So let's look at the comics a little bit. Carl in the comics, he's so damn little in the comics, especially with Negan first arriving. You can see, look at it, they have a weird connection with that too. So that's why I seem to think that Carl is taken by the Saviors or whatever. He's involved with the Saviors. So I'm sure that they wanted to have that on the show. They had this connection from the comics there. So he's a little weird. Look how little Carl is there compared to Negan in there when they first shown. He was Negan came in issue 100. This is issue 104. Chandler Riggs is much bigger now as a 16-year-old, but the gun is so huge in Carl's hand. Carl's been through a lot. He needs to live and move on. That's for sure. They lost the eye. Now, the comics are keeping some of the major things from the comic book. Carl lost his eye in the comics. They stick to that. You're going to have to do that with Negan, I think, so it's Glenn. So it has to be Glenn from that, too. Really hope we see this scene. Look how little Carl is coming out the truck and holding these guys hostages ready to blow them away with the machine gun. There's a lot of story left for Carl left, so you can't get rid of him on there, too. So, I don't know. This was a pretty recent issue. Maybe Eden and Carl get together on the show, or were they already getting together? I don't know, but I think this was a little, foreshadowing of that Carl does not come back to the group right away. In the closet, she says, how am I going to live with that, if you don't come back? Carl returns, just survive somehow. The JSS line comes back. So I could see that happening. So just a theory. Carl gets taken by the Saviors because remember, Negan and the Saviors take what they want. They get what they want. They're going to do all that. So I can see Negan go in there because Negan's going to get into Alexandria one way or another, and we're going to have to take what they want. So, but I can see him taking Carl to bother Rick on there too. He'll probably take a woman too, maybe Rosita or something. Again, these are just our thoughts, theories, just foreshadowing possibly on there. So like, share, subscribe, comment, let us know, and thank you for the continued support of our channel.